Hello everyone, my name is Durden77 and today we are going to talk about this little game called Dragon Ball Legends. I've been playing it here and there, so I figured I'd go ahead and bring it to your attention. We've got another huge update today that I just want to discuss real quick, along with a new banner and like a jillion other banners. Jesus. So this is pretty much more of a quality of life update today, which I actually really love these updates where they kind of just focus on a lot of things that need tweaking, like UI changes and things like that. Rather than a content update this time. Of course, content's always nice, but I really think this quality of life stuff is always super important for the longevity of the game. So, first off, we got Space Time Summon 10, which has got some really cool characters on it. We'll get into that in a little bit. We'll actually even do at least one multi-summon on it. These are all these banners that are coming back. These Legends Super Saiyans, like we need more of those out there in PvP, as well as Legends Saiyans, Legends Lineage of Evil. We've got a brand new stage that we're doing called Let's Fight. Get rewards in 1 time per day battles. This is actually really cool. You just fight Goku once in a super easy battle. It is once a day, and whoever you bring along with you, you can only bring one character, but whoever you bring along with you is going to get a shit ton of friendship points, as well as a shit ton of EXP, and you also can get some cool stuff like skip tickets, fish dinners, things like that. It's really cool because the friendship points in particular are kind of annoying to farm. I really wish they would honestly just put those friendship points where you could gain those anywhere, especially in PvP. I play with Turles a lot, so Turles should be my friend on PvP. Why do I have to specifically play at Turles in story for him to be my friend? I thought we were friends, Turles. But regardless, that's a really cool addition. Of course, you got, yourself some new sales. New starter pack available with the new Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I actually just picked up this pack. This is the first starter pack that I've ever bought. I needed some crystals, as well as I'm a Vegeta stan, as you know from my last Super Saiyan God Vegeta video. So I picked this up, and then you've got, of course, the login bonus, more returning Legends banners, and some other interesting stuff that they've added. So as far as, like I was talking about quality of life stuff, here's just a couple of things that I've noticed and I've seen. First off, I've wanted this I've wanted this forever. So when you start an adventure now, when you select the adventure you want, let's just say First Plains, it now shows you the best element up there, the yellow and blue. It just shows it to you. You don't have to hit details every single fucking time and see the best element. Yes, it only takes a couple more seconds to do that, but good lord, I've wanted this forever. So very, very happy. So let's go ahead and set this adventure here with my Ginyu Force. Those guys are gonna have some good chats out there on their adventures, and that's just great. That's an excellent addition. Another kind of interesting addition that they've added here is some additions to the way that people communicate in PvP and the way that people are potentially reported as well as dealt with, that might not be treating PvP as it should be treated. Anyway, so as we can see here on the battle history page, this is all pretty normal, but let's go ahead and I'm not going to click this person at the top one because I'm pretty sure they DC'd on me. It's been a little while, that was yesterday, but let's go ahead and click on them. So now, instead of just, friend request or report, you have a couple options. You can message the person. I love these messages as well. Perfect, you smell strong. Your friends are incredible and great training sessions. So for this person, let's see here. I like their friends. I like Videl and Kale, so I'll just say your friends are incredible. You also can select a praise point, which can be either, I'm still figuring this stuff out, but it can either be for good skill, so I guess you just think the person plays well. Good party, you think that the person has a cool party or a cool team. That's actually kind of neat, because I like to play with a lot of crazy teams, so getting people that might say my parties are cool, that's kind of neat. Or good game, which seems to be kind of the same thing as good skill, but I don't know, it would be probably the go-to for most people. Don't really know what this one is with this scroll. Maybe that's just how many points they're got, but let's go ahead and try to send this person a thing. So your friends are incredible, we'll say good party. Send, message sent. So I guess I get that message. I honestly have no idea. I haven't received the message yet. I haven't played PvP since this update dropped. The maintenance took forever, as seemingly per usual when it comes to big maintenances sometimes. So Anyway, also on top of that, you can now, when it comes to reporting, select a specific action or multiple actions on what could have happened. So this is great. You can select if you think that they were modding, you can specifically say unauthorized action. If you think, that they were intentionally disconnecting, that kind of stuff. So that's cool. Please don't abuse this. I'm not saying that this reporting is even that serious, but if we're going to really try to work out the disconnect problem, you need to report people that actually are causing issues. Try to label it as such. And on top of that, they added a cool kind of fail-safe feature for PvP now, to where if people intentionally disconnect too much, or things of that nature. Actually, this goes into the praise points and stuff. I think they can see it on their friends list, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, if people disconnect, kind of intentionally or maybe not intentionally or whatever, now to tackle dishonest acts in PvP, we have added a function to restrict rating match participation when matches do not end properly, such as due to network disconnection. So pretty much if someone keeps disconnecting, they're not going to let them play rating match for a while, which is always a good fail-safe when it comes to these type of games. That usually seems to help disconnect problems in games, because people want to play the game, and they're setting themselves back by not being able to play by disconnecting. So that's kind of some just the general quality of life stuff. I'm sure there's honestly probably more, but I can't really think of it right now. But it's good stuff. Just great stuff that will be good for the future of this game. I really like that this game concentrates so much on very intricate quality of life stuff, because in my opinion that is the most important stuff in the long term when it comes to these type of games. You don't want to be working with these type of games and 3 years down the line you still have just like ratchet systems that just don't seem to work as they should. That happened to me a lot with Dokkan, I feel like, even though it's gotten a lot better within the past year or so. So anyway, let's get into the real shit. Also, real quick, just so you know, look at all these banners. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. No one has this much money, right? Like, Jesus Christ. In most of these banners, all the Legends banners, you don't get dailies on. These are old banners. Honestly, these banners, I have to imagine, are for whales. These are for people that really just want to stock up on characters they miss, or like fill in some teams here and there. I also feel like we might be getting something big, because they are really pulling out all the stops on trying to get as much CC and or money from us as we can. But anyway, I'm not going to be messing with these banners. I mean, honestly, some of them aren't that bad. Gogeta, if you still need Gogeta, of course, he's still a great character. Bardock is on the Master Pack, though, so you might get him eventually. And the rest of the characters, Super Vegeta is still solid, but Hardfire's Goku is pretty garbage these days, as well as Red Goku. So I wouldn't really recommend that. As far as Legend Saiyans, Super Saiyan 3 is still good. Majin Vegeta I like a lot, and I really try to make him work, but honestly, I do feel like his debuff is a little bit too strong for the buff he receives himself. So if you want him, cool. And this banner isn't awful. Most of these units are good. Bardock's solid. Blueku is good. Vegeta, though, back there in the back is not very good. He needs a buff. But just know that don't go too crazy for Majin Vegeta. He's good, but he as of right now, it's still kind of hard to make him work. Might change with this new Vegeta, though. Lineage of Evil, this is actually a really good banner. The only not so hot unit on this banner right now is the blue Frieza in the back there. So if you want these characters, or if you need some characters, this is probably the best out of these Legends banners that have came out today. Of course, you still got this, and then that and that. And then as far as these two, these are honestly old. They just brought them back without any changes. As much as I love Gohan, the boy, at this point, he's not really an essential unit right now. I'm sure he will be again soon in the future, but he's not that essential. Same thing with Legends Androids. I do think that Androids are underrated right now. I think that they are better than people think they are, but they are still kind of on the weaker tier of teams. In Blue 18, while she's really good, there's other banners you might be able to grab her on, like that blue banner, which was better than this. So pretty much most of these I'd avoid. The only one I would really consider going for would be Legends Lineage of Evil. That's not a bad banner, but all the others, unless you got money to spend, I would probably recommend just shying away from. Now, Ultra Space Time Summon 10. This is really cool. So we got 3 new units here. I know I've already been talking long enough, so I'll try to go pretty quick. But we've got Ultimate Gohan. Ultimate Gohan is probably going to be the unit that I want the most on this banner, considering I have Vegeta now. So Ultimate Gohan is super cool. He almost seems like he's like an update to instant transmission Goku, but a more offensive kind of, not really. I mean, he's got a lot of his own stuff, but pretty much he has the recovery ability that IT Goku had, which is interesting. Anyway, so he's a melee type. He's got good strike attack, solid blast. Everything else is pretty solid. It ranges from solid to good. So good stats there. Brings a strike and a blast card. His arts, pretty basic. Super Kamehameha increases the strike damage received by 20%. Now this is interesting though. His green card, it changes effects depending on how many times it's used. So first time you're going to get 40% strike damage inflicted. I'm guessing this stuff is permanent, so that's pretty serious. Second time is 30% to own key recovery. For a third time, 40% to blast damage and 30% to special move damage inflicted. And then card 4 onward, you're going to restore your own key by 50 and cancel attribute downgrade. So pretty much if he gets 3 cards, he can become a beast. And even before then, he's probably pretty great. So very interesting green card mechanic, and he gets green cards easily because of his abilities, which we're about to get into. He also has an ultimate, wow, I didn't notice that. It deals massive impact damage and reduces enemy key by 50 on hit. That is pretty fucking brutal. Okay. So we got his abilities here. Main ability allows him to draw his ultimate arts card and allows him to use his cover rescue, like I said, similar to instant transmission Goku, 1 additional time. So that's great. Z ability is for hybrid Saiyans. Yes. Speaking of the boy, which I just said might not be that useful, you actually probably could make a pretty great hybrid Saiyan team with this ultimate Gohan if you're able to snag him. And if you get him to 5 stars, he can boost the Sun family as well. Unique ability is very interesting. Over here, Fool. The following effects occur when the character evades enemy attack with Vanishing Step. You draw a special arts card, so you just get a green card every time he vanishes. Just twice, actually. And then you get 20% to just raw damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. So anytime he vanishes, he's going to be getting stronger, which is very interesting. Very, very cool. And then, of course, we got the cover rescue, which I was speaking about, is he receives 0 damage when changing cover for the first time. He also receives a strike damage buff, but increases his own substitution count. So as far as I can tell, that will probably operate exactly like IT Goku. I haven't actually seen it in action, but if he can save you from Rising Rushes and stuff, he just seems like a great character. He seems really good. I like Gohan. I'm not a massive fan of Ultimate Gohan, but I do dig him. And I would like to snag him if we can. Now we got this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, more Goku. I heard you needed more Goku in your game, so we gave you another Goku that you already have, but this time he doesn't have a halo. This is Goku when he fought Kid Buu. He's alive again because old Kai killed himself and fucking Dragon Ball. Anyway, good stats, especially in blast attack. Other stats are ranging from good to kind of low. Key restore speed is actually kind of low. Not super low, but kind of low. Brings a strike card and a blast card with him, but also what becomes interesting with him when it comes to a lot of these characters is their abilities. His stats can get really crazy. So, of course, he's got the standard strike and blast. He's got the Super Kamehameha, which gives him plus 20 to special move damage. Those are always great special moves. If you have a special move that increases your special move damage, always good. As well as his green card restores own key by 30 and gives him an additional 20% to special move damage. So if you did a green card before doing a special attack, he's probably going to do a shit ton of damage. Now, his abilities are very cool. Main ability, Extreme Power. Pretty much he gets the Gogeta effect. Applies the following effects to himself for 30 timer counts, 10% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon landing a strike arts hit, and same thing for blast arts hit. I'm pretty sure that's literally the exact same unique ability as Gogeta. Of course, Gogeta is active all the time. He doesn't have it activated, but very cool. And it only requires 5 timer counts to elapse, which is super cool. That's what this whole Goku seems to be based around, is quick kill you action. Quick kill you action. Put that on the side of on the back of the box there. Anyways, the ability is actually for red, which I'm really liking that this banner is bringing more color based units in. Even at 5-star, he keeps the red, but he just gets a bigger boost. I think that red teams have a lot of untapped potential. I've been messing with a lot of them, so I actually mainly want to get him just to kind of experiment more with red teams. Unique ability, so this is what I was saying, 40% to damage inflicted and 30% to own ki recovery from battle start for 45 timer counts, as well as minus 50 to own ki recovery for 15 timer counts once the 45 counts has elapsed. So he is almost like a newer version of Heart Virus Goku. If Gohan's a new version of IT Goku, then he's a new version of Heart Virus Goku, to where, yeah, he's not really, but it's a similar type of concept in some ways. So, and then also he's got just try to hit me. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. -5 to strike and blast arts for 10 timer counts, and increase arts draw cost speed. Arts card draw speed by 1 level. So pretty much from the beginning of this fight, this dude's going to be a beast. And even after, if you're able to avoid this 15 timer count penalty that happens after those initial 45 timer counts run out, he's still potentially going to be great because of he can constantly do this one to just try and hit me. So very interesting card. I think he's pretty cool. I'd like to mess with him. It's more Goku. So last but not least, we have Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, which I already now own. He is a very cool card. He is listed as a support type. His stats are okay. Got good blast defense, good, solid ki restore. Health is a little on the low side, but strike and blast attack is as well. But brings a strike card and a blast card. All this good stuff. Not too much to say when it comes to the arts. Additional blast damage received when hit. Fury Awakens is kind of interesting. The more people that are down, the more it's going to increase his blast damage. So, something to note. Main ability is draw a special move arts card next. Restores own health by 20% and 80% to the next special move damage inflicted. Cannot be canceled. That's super cool. So, a lot of times with these main abilities, it's like, hey, you have like 10 seconds to use your special arts card or you don't get the damage buff. Well, for him, as long as he pops it, the next special move is always going to have 80% damage, so that's cool. And it's a heal, so that's great. Z ability is for purple. I love purple teams, as you already know if you've seen my other videos. And this is super interesting. So at 5 stars, he gets purple or red. That is super cool. And that really opens up some potential more team combinations when it comes to color-based teams. Especially for, like if you boost your counter color, which this does. So, like for instance, purple, purple, red is what I typically run. So he could potentially buff the purples or the reds. So very, very cool at 5 stars. That's very neat. Unique ability, you'll pay for this. The following effects occur when 2 allies are defeated. You draw a special arts card. You restore on health by 50% and ki by 60, 70% to strike damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 50% for 10 timer counts. So he becomes a beast. As far as strike damage inflicted, that looks like it's not on a timer, so that's a big buff to his strike damage. As far as the reduces damage by 50 for 10 timer counts, he can kind of just go in without having to worry about much. And of course, the health and ki is amazing too. If you have a Bulma or a Vegeta family tag character on your team as well, he will get additional 20% to ki recovery per one of those characters that are down, which is cool. They definitely needed to have some sort of incorporation with Bulma for this character to, that should just happen. So anyway, very cool. Potentially the guy can get super strong when it gets down to 2 enemies. And this is super interesting. So he can just assist Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans. When he's tagged out, he gives Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans 20% damage inflicted, which is just a straight support ability. So he seems as though he's almost kind of like a Kaba type support, where his support abilities kind of more rely on him as an actual character, like his last man standing type situation, and things like that. But he, on top of that, does have a solid support actual ability as well, which is giving, them that buff. So I think he's super cool. I really, really want to mess with him. I think he potentially could end up being the best card on this. Well, actually, Gohan will probably end up being the best, but very, very cool. Now, we got the 2 burner units, Kamikalo, which I'm actually stoked about because I don't have this character yet. So that was one of the main reasons why I was like, yeah, I can at least do 1 multi on this banner. It's because if I do end up getting him, well, of course, I'd rather have one of the other units. I wouldn't mind it. So that's cool. He's a good unit. Has kind of been phased out just more specifically because androids got phased out. He kind of single-handedly phased out androids when he dropped because he was just so strong against them. But he's still a useful unit to have for sure. And of course, androids will eventually come back and he'll be very nice to have because of that. So Not bad. Yellow Trunks, yeah, not a super great unit to be honest, but he is useful to have for hybrids because of his Z ability and things of that nature. But he's going to be the worst one to pull on this banner, but it's not as bad as other burner units have been, like Legendary Super Saiyan Brawly and shit like that. So not awful. I've only got him at 2 stars. If I pull him, it won't be the end of the world, but I sure hope I don't. And this is crazy. These two guys are pretty nuts. So this Extreme Majin Buu Pure Evil is fucking good. I actually really want him, maybe more than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. His stats are great. As you can see, they're close to, if not, sparking stats. He brings not only a poison card, but a a paralyzed card, which is nuts. He's absorption and regeneration. His abilities or whatever, but then you get to the super, and that's 70% to own special move arts activation, power when activated, which I just said was a great ability to have, and that's 70% every time he uses it. That's fantastic. Green card is also excellent, plus 35 to blast damage inflicted for 25 timer counts, and inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 80 to health restoration. So he's going to be fantastic against characters like Zamasu, things like that. Piccolo that can heal. He's great for that. Now main ability, draw a special move arts card next, so he's going to get that amazing buff that he can get with the special move arts card, plus 50 to damage inflicted for 30 timer counts, just raw damage inflicted, restores on ki by 50. Really good main ability. Z ability, he buffs regeneration, so he's going to be great on a regeneration team, and at 5 stars he buffs blue as well. So very cool, unique ability. And whenever he enters the battlefield, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade 20% to damage received. Very good. Inflicted enemy with attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw speed level for 15 timer counts. Very good. Each time he comes in, he gets to give him those debuffs. Those are extremely good. And then finally, you get plus 50% to blast damage inflicted against tag regeneration. So this dude is kind of a fucking beast, and especially for characters like Zamasu, he is going to be scary. Zamasu is, in my opinion, one of the best characters in the game. He is easily the most annoying to fight right now, and this guy is pretty much an anti-Zamasu on top of just being a great character. So crazy good EX, it seems like. And then you got this new Super Saiyan Vegeta, which has also got solid stats. He's a defense ability, defense type, so good defensive stats. Just strike and blast card. He's got some really interesting abilities as well. Minus ki recovery for super attack, which is always nice. This is really good. The green card, only 19, will reduce next damage sustained by 30%. Most green cards are like 10%, maybe 5, but his is 30, and he can use that whenever he wants as long as he's got the key. That's really good. Well, on the green card, of course. And plus 20 to key recovery. So very solid, kind of like active tank just because of that green card. You got the main ability, which restores own health by 25% and ki by 50, inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10 to strike and blast. Like, that's troublesome. That's really troublesome to deal with, especially considering the fact that he's going to be cutting his damage with that green card, and then he can heal. Sounds really good. He's got blue blast attack, and at 5 stars, he gets blue or purple. And then for a unique ability, he's got additional strike damage inflicted for 20 timer counts when up against the enemy tag android, which you might not see a whole lot right now, but still, I mean, that's great. And then you get an additional 20% damage inflicted per defeated battle member. So very, very good EXs. Extremely good. And that's one of the main reasons, like I said, I wanted to go ahead and do at least one pull on this banner, because they are included in the 999Z power. So we're going to go ahead and do at least one. I meant to save the daily, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do a multi. But I am going to do one here. And like I said, I'd really like to get Gohan. Super Saiyan 3 Goku I'd take. Vegeta, since I just bought him, I mean, it wouldn't be that great if I got him, but whatever. I'd take the limit break. And then I would totally be good with that EX Evil Boo. I would be totally good with that. So let's see. My summon luck has been really bad lately. I'm not expecting to get one for, much for just one multi, but I'd like to at least throw like one multi banner. I like to throw it at the 999 power banners. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. Probably gonna be bad. I got a sparking from a daily on the Gogeta banner today. Oh shit! There we go. All right. I got a sparking, from the Gogeta banner today, who I still don't fucking have, and I got another Goku. I put like a few more CC into that banner after that video. Still never got him. Probably put like about 8,000 or 9,000 into that banner, if not 10. I really wanted that character, but at this point I've accepted my fate. But anyway, we were getting something on this one. No cool animation like Bardock or Trunks, so it might be Kamikolo or Trunks, but we'll see. Either way, I'll take it. Vegeta's got to show up, right? He's got to show up. So if Vegeta's showing up, maybe that's good. I don't know. I know Bardock and Trunks give like featured units, so that would be one of the 3 new ones, but I don't know. We'll see. We're sure. Ooh. All right. Cool. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right. I'll take that. Great way to start off. Awesome. Okay. Let's keep this going. That was right at the beginning, so maybe we'll get something else good. If I can get one of those EXs, I'd be really happy about that. Let's see here. Hero. Krillin. Hero. Come on. Good EX. New EX. I'll take that. I'm very low. I've still only got that one that I got. Come on. Damn it. Those EXs are so hard to get. They're so hard to get. I hate how hard it is to get the new EXs. Let's see. Hero. Yeah, looks like that's gonna be about it. But that is not bad. That is not bad at all. Sweet. Started off, I could have did one single and, well, actually no, I wouldn't have got the 999. But still, that's dope. I will definitely take this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Excited to mess with him a little bit. To be completely honest, I don't know. His skill set is not really one that works with me super well, so I don't know how much I'm gonna like him overall. But yeah, sweet, cool art too. I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can. No, is that it? He's just punching Boo right in the dick up there. Nothing else, Goku. You don't want to do anything fun for us? Oh well. Anyway, still cool. But yeah, awesome. So I've already got the Vegeta in training, and I will go ahead and get this guy into training right now. So at least I got something that I kind of wanted on one of these videos. I don't think it's happened yet, so that will work. Still want Gohan, but I'm totally cool waiting for the tickets at this point. I'm just going to save the rest of the CC for future stuff, because like I said, we might be getting something big. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, either be patient for the tickets or maybe throw a consecutive summon or 2 if you really like Gohan. See what you can get. And I will be seeing you again soon for some more Dragon Ball Legends videos.